Hi everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV here in Round Rock, Texas. Today I am so excited. I am going to show you the brand new R-Pod 202. Now you can see it has a new look on the outside. It's got a new look on the inside as well. And it's the largest model they have made to date. It has double axle. It's total of 25 foot long, weighs a little over 4,500 pounds, and it's going to cost in the low 20s. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick with me. Let's start inside. All right, well, walking into this, it's amazing. It is so light and airy in here. Now, the interior color is called Tupelo Honey, kind of a bee theme. There isn't other options, so this is how all of these trailers are going to come this year. All right, let's start with the kitchen area on the back wall. Great cabinetry above. Let's start here. Looking at storage, that's always important. You've got about 12 inches deep and of course open all the way through on all the cabinets. It has a nice whitewash look, and that's part of what makes this feel so open. You know, it's almost a beachy theme. I don't know quite how else to describe it. And I love the straight handles on it, just a really clean, nice look. You have the kind of stone look on this countertop. It is a lightweight countertop. It doesn't have a sheen on it, which I really like. It kind of hides any smudges or anything that might be on it, but it has a nice stone texture. Big round stainless steel sink that instead of being a bright silver is kind of a dark gray tone to it. And of course the modern high faucet here. Then you have the 2-burner stove with of course the nice glass top. So the counter space can be used all the way across if you're not using the stove. This Suburban product, if you lift it up, you have 2 nice sized burners. And of course, the handles right here in the front. Just another great appliance in here. The hood vent is going to have the light and the fan. I love the stainless steel, just helps to open it all up. Underneath, you'll find the microwave convection in all the R-Pods, and below that, that is just the intake vent for the ducted furnace. All right, 20,000 BTU furnace that's ducted throughout. I'll show you that there is ducting in the bathroom, in the bedroom, in this front room. In a 25-foot trailer, that provides a lot of even heat. You do have storage right over here, a nice little indirect lighting in the sink. That is a nice size cabinet, probably about 15 inches deep. You could put shelves in there. That's probably what I would do. Some ducting over here. Your pet bowl, which we'll find in all the pet-friendly R-Pods right next to that. If you don't have a pet, nice little netting there to keep anything else you might want. 6 cubic foot refrigerator with the stainless steel panels in the front. This is a 3-way Dometic refrigerator. Lots of great space in here. And on the other side, let's talk about storage. This storage wraps all the way around the entertainment center. In the top, there are 2 shelves. So you've got the base and then 2 additional shelves that you can set at any height that you want. Really nice pantry. And it's deep. You probably have at least 2 feet of depth in here. Another cabinet underneath. Again, it's not quite as deep, maybe 18 inches, but a great space for storage. Now, around the corner is a nice size flat screen TV, and underneath, all the controls in the panels. 2 USBs, the awning, slide room. This is turning the awning LED light on and off, your porch light, and then an interior light here. That's the courtesy light that Easy to reach, feel around, find the first one. That's going to turn the lights on when you first walk in. Now your monitor panel is next to that. Easy to, of course, push a button and try to see how much water you have or how much power you have in the battery. The water heater and the water pump are right underneath. It is a 6-gallon electric and gas water heater. But right here, the switch is for gas. We'll show you how to turn on the electric portion of it on the outside. A 110 plug right next to that, and I love this shelf. It's about 6 inches deep, so I promise you that's where my keys would be the entire time and my cell phone charging, right here on this ledge. Right underneath that, here is your stereo. It has the HDMI cable. It's going to be a Bluetooth setup, so great to use right here. You're going to have 2 speakers inside, one right in the ceiling in the kitchen. The other one is going to be in the bedroom, and then 2 speakers outside. They put netting on these little cubbies so you don't have to unpack them when you travel, but you have really easy access. They're 4 or 5 inches deep. Everything can just be set right inside. The net pulls down pretty easy, so it's easy to get to whatever you have in there, but they are permanently attached here. You don't take them on and off. Underneath, electric fireplace. Now, if electric fireplace isn't enough that it gives you a great mood, maybe some indirect lighting, just a nice warming feature, it really provides a great purpose because it is electric heat. So think of it as your own electric heater, and if you want to look at the fireplace, you can. You can also run the fireplace without turning on the heat. So you have both options. All right. More storage next to that. These are narrow shelves, again the same width as the top, but great for all those handy items that you want to reach, maybe some of your entertainment pieces. Another storage piece up top. Now this has the bar in it in case you want hanging clothes. It's deep as well, goes a few feet deep and probably 2.5 feet wide. Lots of great space. This cabinet inside goes to right here, so you can fit an awful lot of those winter coats in there, or maybe just the extra clothing that you needed. It would be really easy to put shelves in there. So when I look at the storage that's in the kitchen and the living room, really impressed on how they've designed this. You could make that storage fit your lifestyle. Over here, we are looking at the sofa version. Now you can also get a dinette here, but right now we have the sofa with swinging tables. These tables do come out, just lift out completely if you didn't want to have them there. You can always store them in a cabinet, and then they just set right back down on the little disc if you needed them. Let's take a look at the sofa. I'm going to set this right over here. The sofa is so comfortable. I really like this feature in this trailer, although a dinette gives you a nice table. So if you do a lot of work, that might be better for you. But this sofa is very comfortable. You do have a latch on each side that is going to kick out the footrest. Very nice. And then it just clips right back in. And this does make into a bed. Just lift up, lays right down into a sleeping area. Very simple to use. One feature that I like about the sofa is that it goes all the way back in the slide out. The dinette table, if you take a look at it, let me fold this back up, very simple to do. It's going to come out just a little bit further. So you do get a little more walking room when you have the sofa. Either way, you have choices in this trailer, and both of them really make for a nice open feel. All right, right back here, you'll notice there is a panel for the solar. Now, it is pre-wired. The wires are coming right here in the wall, so if you had the solar option, which this trailer doesn't, the panel would be right here to tell you how your solar is charging. Now, the solar package includes a 110-watt solar panel mounted on the roof and a 1,000-watt inverter. And, of course, the controller here so that you can regulate it and see what's happening with your charging. Down underneath, the Dometic controls for the air conditioner. This unit has an optional 15,000 BTU air conditioner. The standard is going to be a 13.5. It has the upgrade to the 15, and it's ducted. The beauty of that is that it's going to cool this 25-foot trailer really comfortably and quietly. A ducted unit is always a little bit quieter, maybe not quite as efficient as a regular ceiling unit that's not ducted, but this does a great job. We tested it in our hot weather we've been having here in Texas, and I have no hesitation about sending this out in our heat wave. Works beautifully. All right, a 110 plug right here, your LP detector, down low of course, which is also your CO detector. That is wired in directly to the battery on this unit. And that moves us into this pass-through bathroom. Now I like to call it a pass-through because it isn't on one side of the trailer or the other. This is the first R-Pod to have literally a walk-through bathroom. There is a door right here. It is a sliding pocket door that you can close to completely block off the back of the trailer. There's another one on the back of the bathroom, so you could close off the bedroom. And this just snaps back into place for when you're traveling. Let's take a look in here. Instead of having a movable shower rod on the top, they have a curved shower rod that's permanently in place. That allows this band to stay on the track, and once it's pulled, it has a magnetic catch on the other side. So just tuck this in a little bit, and it's very difficult for you to push this curtain out of the shower. That's a worry that a lot of people have, is that your shower curtain can actually come out. But once this catches with the magnet, you're not going to have any problem. And the curve on the top allows you a lot more elbow room when you're in there. So underneath, you have a vent, another intake vent. I don't always talk about positioning of the toilet, but I really like that this has a lot of space around it because it is a pass-through bathroom. You're not sitting in a crowded corner. Let's look at storage. 3 different cubbies right here in the bathroom. They are probably 12, 15 inches deep. Great storage right here, as well as drawers underneath. 2 drawers, and you know how much I like drawers. If you don't, I'll just tell you. They are such an efficient way to store things. Now, right underneath all this great storage is the road vac. I love this feature because when you're trying to keep your trailer clean, which, you know, it just gets stuff tracked in when you're camping, all you have to do is sweep it up, lift up the tab, and it sucks all the dirt right into the smart vac. Makes it super easy. Then, let's take a peek underneath the sink. Now you do have wiring and plumbing going through there, but there is some space. The sink is in the corner, maybe a little bit of a tight space. However, you do have space behind it to keep things on the counter and a little bit of counter space to work with. I really like that. That makes bathrooms a little more comfortable for me. And on the left, you have a 110 plug for anything that you like to plug in here. The lower shelf right below, a nice medicine cabinet with 2 shelves in it as well. Really just a nice setup. Another thing you might want to know, there is a light directly above the sink. Sometimes that's not the case. When the lighting's behind you, if you're looking in the mirror, it's kind of shadowy. So I really like that as well. Above, you're going to have a power fan. I love these fans because they move a lot of air and they have 4 speeds on them. Great thing to have right in the center of your trailer. Let's take a look in here. Now this is a camper queen in this bedroom. The bedroom feels maybe a little tighter than some, but still very comfortable. For those of you that know, I'm 5 foot tall. This ceiling is 6'6". So you've got a lot of headroom in here. The bed, instead of being a full 60 by 80, is a 60 by 74. But you do have about 18 inches at the foot of the bed. So if you do happen to have a little bit that hangs off the end of the bed, you'd probably be okay. I love the way they have set up the entertainment center in here. You can add another television right up here, so you have a second television for the bedroom. And then 3 different open shelves right here with an elastic band across for magazines, just anything you would want to store in the bedroom. I think I might even use that for clothing storage. Just make it really accessible. Now, windows on both sides that open, so you can get a cross breeze in here. And you do have 110 plugs and USBs at the end of each end table on each side of the bed. Behind that's a hanging cabinet with a light inside. Gotta love a cabinet with a light inside so you can see everything that's in there. You do have a hanging bar, but just like any other cabinet space, you could put shelves in here if that worked better for you. One thing I do like about this setup is having a space on top. That's a great place to put maybe books or glasses or anything that you'd like to keep next to your bed, but not be down here in the way where you might bump into it or where the door would knock it off. 2 great surfaces on each side of the bed and the light switch right there. So if you're using this light for a night light, when you're ready to go to sleep, you just roll over, turn it off right next to the bed. Okay, I love the big window in the front too. It is a curved glass, and of course these are all going to have pleated blackout shades on them. So it's going to be nice and dark in here. All right, you do have that vent at the top, like I'd mentioned, for the AC, and the speaker for the sound. All really nicely laid out in this bedroom. All right, one more thing. There is storage underneath the bed. Let's lift that up and take a look. Easy to lift up. Nice open space under there. One thing that I really like about this trailer, they've opened it up, but they have put storage easily accessible in almost every area of the trailer. Great job. All right, now let's go outside and take a look at the outside. They've done some new things out there too. All right, the outside of this trailer is just as stylish as the inside. Now, this door is the first thing you're going to notice. It is a tempered glass on the outside, just like a windshield, so it's going to be really tough. But look great, super easy to clean, and you do have the screen door on the inside, just like all the other ones. There is a window built into it, so you can see out. Hard to tell when you're looking from the outside. And these are the MoRide steps. I really like how sturdy they are. When you walk down, it's hard to tell that they're RV steps, and they're adjustable on the bottom if you're on an uneven surface. I'll show you in the end how to fold them up. It's easy. All right, I'm going to go this way because I want to talk about this outside kitchen. I love the tub here, which can act as a sink. You do have your spray port right here. This unclips, of course, but you could wash dishes, clean things off. I probably would use that for maybe the things that I'm prepping with or cooking with. Lots of choices here. The thing that I like about it is this tub just comes right out so you can clean it. Right behind it is a 12-volt refrigerator. This is by Everchill. You know, let's face it, it's not huge, but it's going to do a great job, and it can make ice right there for you. All right. Next to that, this is the Suburban cooktop. It's a griddle where all you do is set the temperature. It has a drip pan right here. Makes pancakes, you can grill steaks, lots of choices. And you're underneath this nice awning that we'll show you at the end of the video. To put it away, you lift off this. It is not attached. The drawer slides in, and all of it just pushes directly in to the side of the camper, and you close the door. Really easy. We do have this griddle hooked up to the outside port, the gas port that's right underneath here. You could also, if you had a large grill, something else you wanted to use, you could use that gas port for that as well. A 110 plug right here if you have party lights or any other maybe cooking accessories that you would like to set right here on the tray and cook with. Lots of outdoor cooking choices here, but all of this is going to come with the trailer. So is now the right time to talk about these graphics? They call them Diamond Ice. That is the exterior graphics that you'll see on the R-Pods. And this honeycomb is in the middle, kind of a nice clean white look on the top. And every now and then you'll see this gold little honeycomb. You'll see another one in the front. So it kind of gives it a little bit of pop, a little bit of glitter. It is a kind of a gold foil aluminum. The stripe, it's just a nice clean look. And of course, the frog is catching bees. I love it. I think it's a great theme, but really clean looking. All right. Underneath here, now before I open this compartment, let me show you something that is a little different. This is a customer's unit, and before we had an opportunity to video, this had a combi cam put in. So this is not traditional on the trailer, but is called Combi Cam, C-O-M-B-I-C-A-M. It is an aftermarket product that we sell when people are interested in having something that's a little more secure and a little more personal. You just put in your code, and that's how you unlock the trailer, and you don't need keys. So this opens. Of course, you've got a magnetic catch for the door, like on all the R-Pods. Makes it very easy, and you can see you've got a nice wide space in here all the way through. It is a full pass-through. All right, let's move around to the front of the trailer. Now in the front, this unit has 2 batteries on it. You do have space for 2 batteries. That is a customer option with us. Normally, we only put on 1 battery. It doesn't come from the factory with any, but we install 1 battery for our customers. But if you request it, we can upgrade it to 2 because there's space. You do have 1 20-pound, 5-gallon propane tank with the hard cover in here. Electric jack, just a really nice setup in front. They do have the plug holder so your plug doesn't lay on the ground and get dirty. And right here on the front, so it's very accessible, is the battery disconnect. Now you'll want to use that when you're storing it or actually parking it somewhere and not going to be using it at all and don't want your battery to run down. Okay, well, we can open this side one more time just for you to get a view. It is the same as the other because this is a full pass-through. You would actually fill your freshwater tank here. There is a 30-gallon freshwater tank. There are 2 30-gallon gray tanks on this trailer, so you have 60 gallons of gray tank and a 30-gallon black tank. You know, the gray water is what usually fills up the fastest because that's what your sink drains into and taking a shower. So I really like that there's 2 gray tanks. One of them is going to pull from the bathroom, one from the kitchen. This is the city water connection, so if you're actually hooking up to a hydrant, you hook up right here. If you want to fill the water tank, it's right above it. All right, let's look at the 2 dump poles that are right here. This is the black tank, and this is the bathroom gray tank. You can't have a tank that successfully goes between the axles, and that's why there's 2, a 30 for the bathroom, a 30 for the kitchen. Great feature for a trailer like this, especially if you have the solar option and you want to stay out, maybe not in a campground for a period of time. Works great. All right, did you also, can you see the underbelly? Do you have a shot of it?
No, but I can get it.
Okay.
If you talk about it, I'll go back and get it.
Okay. Now underneath, I think it's worth noting that this is an enclosed underbelly, so you've got all of the tanks and the gear underneath enclosed, keeping it warm, clean, and dry. Rubber torsion axles, nice 15-inch tires on aluminum wheels, and I like the powder-coated fenders that they have put on this. They're strong, they're not inexpensive plastic ones. They're going to be really durable on this trailer. The black tank flush you hook up right here, and that is only to be used if you're cleaning out your black tank right here. I like that they're right in the same area, so if you're at a dump station, you can simply hook up your sewer hose to your black tank and do your flush at the same time. Super easy. Schwintek slide out system here, very nice. It actually is on the side of the slides. Now at the end you've got your cable satellite connection and your 30 amp hookup to connect to shore power at the campground. Now before we move on, let's peek under here. Right underneath this slide is going to be the drain for the second gray tank, the one that's in the rear where the kitchen is. Now keep in mind that when you're setting this up, you will either be at a dump station or at your campground, and the slide out will be all the way in. So even though it looks a little difficult to get to now, you won't be working with it when the slide out is out. Be sure to get everything hooked up before you put your slide out, and it'll be super easy. All right, stabilizer jacks on all four corners, of course. LED lights inside and out on all the R-Pods. The 4-inch bumper is all the way across in the back, and that's where a lot of people like to keep their sewer hose. Now the ladder goes up to the Toughflex roof. Now what's Toughflex? It is the brand name that Dicor uses for their PVC roof on the top. It's actually got a crowned roof on it, so it's going to have all snow and water run off of it really easily. And it is a full walk-on roof, so great material and 15-year warranty. All right, this window is right above the kitchen, and it does open for even more ventilation. Above it, you will see the backup camera. Now, we have added the backup camera here at the dealership, but this R-Pod does come pre-wired for it. So you'll see the little arch on the top of it is going to come from the factory. We have added the camera to it. All right, furnace vent right here, your spare tire of course, and this is going to be the refrigerator vent on the back. That brings us back around to these great steps. You've got the vent right here for a water heater. Now it is a 6-gallon water heater. Back to these great MORryde steps. Let's take a look at how they fold up. All right, you're ready to put everything away. You want to open the door, and be sure you open it all the way so you don't catch this corner. Very simple to do. All you do is lift up the steps, and they fold directly in, and they actually latch themselves. Very easy to do. To unlatch it, you simply pull this, and with the handle, they come straight down. So I have never seen a step that is this easy to operate and this sturdy when it's down. Now I'm going to jump back in and put the awning out so you can see how easy that is and how great it looks. Now you're ready to go. We want to show you what it looks like when the slide out room is in. The switch is right here above the fireplace. So here we go. So you do have a fair amount of space in here, even when the slide out is in. Now this is the sofa version, so it's pretty open right here. I would say only about 10 inches width right here, maybe a little tight, but if you have the dinette version, the dinette is going to come out and make it even tighter. So for those of you that are interested in whether you could slip by and maybe get to the back of the trailer when you're stopped, I hope this helps. So I hope I've showed you a lot of the highlights of the R-Pod 202. This trailer is so airy, so open, it's got a lot of style. So if you're looking for an R-Pod but want a little bit more room, this might be a good trailer for you to consider. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV here in Round Rock, Texas. And if you haven't already, you might want to subscribe to our channel. We try to show you all the new trailers as they come in, and we will look forward to seeing you next time.